All right, welcome to the BIBSTER'S Repair Shop. I'm trying to say my name today. We are here at Matt Clark's place out in near Eldora, Iowa. He has basically every part you'd ever need for a 2-digit or 3-digit Oliver. First few that are here, that one's actually for sale, so someone buy it. Nice early Super 77. You know it's early because the way it is, also because the green wheels in the back. That's the one way, and also the battery tray. That's also that. But anyway, so we're gonna go on a quick walk around, check things out, see some people. It's exciting stuff. Big weekend planned, so get ready for tons of content. Yeah, this is a pretty cool 77 diesel here. Really clean. I'll take you around to the back and I'll show you. I mean, just nice straight old tractor. Yeah, that Super, I don't know if that guy just driving it around or if it just got stolen. Either way, we have it documented at least. I'm pretty sure he's just driving it around. We'll figure out. All right, we'll bring you back with some more displays he's got here. He's got a Heart Power 2850. So this would be the start of Oliver. This would be like the midpoint of Oliver. And sadly, that would be when it's the end of Oliver. So kind of all three pieces. Now, this 88 is, it's definitely not factory anymore, I would say, with the duals on the front and the back. He's actually got, so these are, remember when he said online, these are like a 550 16, and then he's got 6.0 16s on the middle, so it doesn't quite, this makes this a little bit of contact, but helps that ground patch a little bit. Plus it just looks cool with the cab on it. So walk you around to the back here. Little custom action there. Thanks, Dad.
Check out the steering knob. That's completely real.
That has got to be original.
We used to have one of them in the Super.
So this thing, if I remember, when we were out here buying our, if you guys remember the channel, the 60, the thing that the channel started off on is where we got it from. I'm not gonna try and close that. And at that point, the deratio had just gone through, and this thing was basically his, this thing ran as a generator for like days in a row. So pretty neat old 88 diesel, and then really nice 285 white. Just about blind you off the grill. Really nice. Let's see, kind of get you up in the cab a little bit. Pretty factory, pretty fresh. So again, tons more cool stuff here. Even got his own sign. Talking about that, he's got like every part for a 2-digit or a 3-digit Oliver. So here's kind of your, when I say every part, we'll go through and check this out. Again, he sells all this stuff, so if there's a part you're looking for, he probably has it. If it's a tractor you're looking for, you can probably get it at some point. Just tons of parts. We actually, there used to be something in that box right there, but it's gone. So it would have probably helped out in my situation. Those radiators up there could have probably used one of those. But tires, rims. You need a grill, tons of sheet metal in varying state, from looks like some repop stuff down to some original, down to some nice original fenders, air cleaners obviously, and then look at that, about every grill tin you could want. Figure I should put this on, I should try and buy this and put it on the Super and really freak everybody out in farm stock, because I don't think that ain't factory. And again, just more parts over there. So again, if you're looking for an Oliver part, looking for something that you might have, another Super 77 diesel here. This has a different pump than ours. Make sure to look them up. It's like a who's who of Oliver YouTubers. They're all in there. I'll see in the background. I'll show you the other barn. So now we're back outside. Another diesel 77, narrow front. This has got this, I'm sure there's a story behind this because that's 70 style rims on it of this implement contraption thing here. But again, another nice clean 77. I don't know what all ones, like I said, that one green wheeled Super was for sale. I also know too, I know probably just about, depending on your price, most things are for sale, but you can find that out. Like I said, if you're in any of the Oliver groups on Facebook, you'll find Matt Clark there, and probably the easiest way to find him. And like I said, all sorts of parts that he's got. This thing is pretty neat. Yeah, you can't figure out if it's like a
70 or 80.
people mover. You got to bring your own chairs in, or
You
you all to stand on it, surf.
Or something. I don't know. Something they call
It's
it.
pretty clean. All right, we'll go check this out. We'll just walk in here because it's already going. All right, so here is Misty 880 wide front end. I know when we talked to him before, he said he'd gone through, he'd passed through a few of them, but always wanted to hang on to one, but they always would sell. So I don't know if this is the one he's finally got that's going to be his, but definitely a Misty 880 by House, because this is actually how ours used to look before it was. Dad painted it back in the day, and now it's.
It didn't even look this faded.
No, it wasn't this faded. Where ours, we're pretty sure was repainted from the at the dealership. Well, kind of like how you see here. You see how this one was definitely repainted at the dealership at one point because of this. So,
Yeah,
like all the other ones, it showed up.
Fade came back.
Yeah.
Faded back off because it came.
Yeah, because the
back
repaint
down the original paint.
and the repaint was probably just thrown on there to get it out the
It
door.
wasn't prepped or whatever.
No, not as prepped. I mean, the new paint would have been enough prep, but. And then another Heart Power. I tell you which one this was, but there's nothing on the side. I'm no expert at this, so play along at home with which one this is. And then a 1224, because that one tells me it is. Someone must repop these because the other one has like a brand new glass, or Matt's been able to find some new old stocks for those, for the oilers. So basically, this thing, which is actually one of these over in his parts area, where this would be your hand crank. So you would hand crank this so you could prime your oil on everything. And then when it was running, it would mechanically turn. But then you could see in here, I'm using, of course, the dirty one, so it's really easy to see. I'll show you the other one, hold on. You can see on that one, so you can see the oil would come over the top there, and then you could make sure it was dripping, so all your stuff still spun. Yeah, so you would
Someone said,
give it the hand turn, get it primed it up. Then keep going down.
Actually, a little over because we stopped and picked up Larry's
Couple of plows. The odd child here, a Super C. And then this one's definitely not for sale. This one, at least the story we heard, and again, if I'm saying the wrong thing, it's changed. When we were here a year and a half ago, this tractor's waiting on its owner. It is a lost puppy waiting for its owner to come pick it up. And it's been here for a while. A nice old 60. This is, I mean, just, it's been sitting there for a while, but pretty nice old tractor with club brakes, like everything's pretty much loose and works. Standard 77 that was sold in 54 to the city of Des Moines, which we're not too far from there. So this one lived its life doing city work. And then another a Super 55, 2-row behind it. Dad just noticing it's not like ours with a bent one because no shed in Tennessee landed on that hood, Dad. That's why it's not that way.
That's right.
Ours has that unique touch of a tornado.
That's right.
Then
It's like original rubber in the back of that.
probably. And then this is this 550. So when Dad and I first walked up on this, we were like, oh, this thing's got to be repainted because how clean it is. But then you notice the decals, and there's no BIBSTER line of rattle can from taping it off. So this is actually original. Pretty sure. It's hard to. At least the tin work is. It looks like it might have been touched in some other areas, but it is. And it's only showing like 642 hours. So unless it's even if it's rolled over once, it's still. Like I said, I don't think it has, just by the way it looks.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a late 5550 because of that and the way that with that decal that way. I know the year, but I'd have to Google that. That's not going to happen. Looks like it is a little hungry for the sniff because of the elbow.
Oh.
Tractors that hungry for sniff. I say that because our 60's the same way. And then here's another old, an original shape 60. And this can bring up a kind of a cool point. we were looking at this earlier, and you notice how the fade of this, I mean, obviously it's different than that fade, but it's different than some of the other fades. Oliver, in their let's paint our tractors different shades of green for the first like 10 years of our production, they made 60s a different, or they made Olivers were a different shade. I think it was like 41 is when they switched them. So this would have been that darker green, and that's why it has faded the way it has, I think. No expert. But really nice original 60.
Yeah, that's a fun one there.
That is cool.
At
You
least
know, it's
obviously
really
I've gotten in the barn.
because of it's a 4-speed like ours,
Hand crank on it.
which if you guys know, and look at that, see it's got those 60 only weights that are a little bit different than everything else. So, we'll keep moving on. We'll show you the inside. All right. I'm just having a good time up here. We're up in the collectible section of Matt's dealership garage paint out area. It's a pretty cool sign there. Back when Oliver basically came out where they were dying, I mean every tractor that came out, so it says it all there. And in reality, the signs on the tractors were much smaller than that, so that's why that was blowing up so big. But yeah, pretty cool collection of some Oliver toys, some other toys, brands. These are cool. I'm pretty sure, and correct me in the comments, pretty sure these are old castings. It's got a pile of them. Like the wood blocks they put in, and make the sand around it, and make the casting back when they were still casting all stuff. So that's pretty neat. Again, just some more really unique stuff. One of the cool things he does have a lot of is the old dealership items, you know, the signage, the promotional items, things like, I mean, like this. You know, that's from April of 1969. Some more Oliver tractors down in there. So yeah, normally that dual-wheeled 88 sits in here, and a few other of his nicer tractors sit in here. We'll go down below and I'll show you kind of what all that stuff looks like quick. Yeah. So again, a little everything. Over that's a cool piece. All right, here's some more of the cool new old stock stuff. Items, gauges, all the stuff to keep the stuff running. Listen, when we came and got our tractor, he literally just went back here, grabbed a carb, grabbed a set of gauges, grabbed all the other parts we would need, so that thing was ready to run. It's an old dyno. Oliver dyno. I don't know if this would have been one of the ones that have been in the factory or if it would have been at a dealership, but it's a pretty cool piece to have sitting around. We'll check out some of the other cool stuff here. Quick. Other tractors. Oh, okay. And then Matt's got is these old dirt brakes from the factory there in Charles City. Drawings.
Load your sandwiches with lots of meat.
There's actually Matt right there. We'll talk to him in a second.
I got 7 virgins. I brought them all.
I'll show you kind of a close-up of one. You can see.
I won't load mine. Okay, that's not a problem.
There's no way you're going to be able to actually read this, but this is cool. So this is a whole breakdown of essentially starting 1850s-ish time all the way to basically the end of the dimes of 1969 with the white. So you have basically all of the history of all of the companies and places that made Oliver was here. Cockshut's kind of in the middle here because it all kind of works into the same line. And then Minneapolis Moline's up here because obviously we all ended up in a second marriage that no one was happy with that. But, I mean, with some of the names you see in here is like, where did you see that? Like the white steam car. If you watch like Jay Little's garage stuff, he's got a few of those. And how that became what it did. You see, that is just all the direct lines. So, pretty cool. If you pause and zoom in a lot on the video, you'll be able to read all of it. But good luck. It'll be a quick little kit caboodle.